Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the webinar, Belbin for Selecting a Perfect Team. This is part of Belbin Knowledge Series from CERT Team Development India, the regional representative for Belbin in India and Sri Lanka. Good evening, guys. My name is Ravi, and I head CERT Team Development India. I also happen to head Mercury International India Operations, the world's largest sales performance development, consulting, and training organization. This is the Belbin hat I'm wearing, and this webinar is our keen desire to contribute to the power of Belbin by spreading the knowledge of Belbin to a large number of people to help you to get the best out of yourself and others in the way you work with each other, in the way you lead teams, in the way you steer organizations, in the way you are a contributing member of a team. So welcome to Selecting a Perfect Team, part of the Belbin Knowledge Series. I want to make this webinar a bit engaging, interactive, and I would request all of you to mute your phones or your equipments so that the bandwidth is effectively managed and no disturbances. And no videos turned on, because then that makes it a little more easier. I'll probably ask you some questions or something as part of the facilitation. And you can send in your answers through a text message and mark the text to everyone so that we all know what each one is responding to a particular situation, context, and example. So let's make it exciting. And this webinar will take about approximately 40 to 45 minutes. Welcome to Belbin for Selecting a Perfect Team, Belbin Knowledge Series, CERT Team Development India. Thank you for the opportunity, guys. All right, let's start with a lovely question, why? The perennial question, which helps us to discover new path, new answers, new insights for everything in life. Why? Why do many times teams don't perform as well as expected? Why do many times teams don't perform as well as expected? I'm sure you must have experienced it. Yes, I get some little answers from a date. Skills not aligned. So let me give you about 10 seconds, maybe 15 seconds. Quick text in your answers, check your chat boxes. Oh yes, I would just say, no clarity on the final outcome. Fantastic. Collaboration could be missing. Lack of collaboration. That's beautiful, Anuj. We know it talks about motivation, lack of motivation. Absolutely. Sure, fantastic. Oh, Sunanda talks about gap in knowledge and skills. Oh yes, sometimes we recognize it a little too late. Very true, Sunanda. Gap in knowledge and skills. Absolutely. Okay, anyone else? Maybe a couple of more seconds. We know Barney talks about leadership. Oh yes, that makes a difference as well. Leadership, very true. Anything else? Anything else? Okay, just a couple of more, one more text if at all is coming in through. All right, I just hold on for a few seconds. Yep, okay. Leadership and communication. Absolutely fine. And we've got some lovely answers. Why do many times teams don't perform as was expected? And Malti talks about sometimes they're too introverted. Maybe are they too inward looking? Is that another way of saying it as well? Yes, they could be too inward looking as well. Oh, that's fantastic. Great. Well, there are plenty of reasons. But there's one reason which we can handle a bit early. I think it can make a big impact in the way teams can perform as well as expected. And that is really because teaming can be very, very challenging. There are multiple reasons for teams not performing, and multiple reasons for teams not being as effective as we want them to be. But one critical reason, which we're going to focus in this webinar, is really looking at it. It is selecting the right people is a key to building a perfect team. It starts right at the start of even putting together a team. Are we selecting the right people for a team? The team could be a project team, it could be an event team, could be anything. Selecting the right people is a key to building a perfect team. The interesting word, right people. Hey, that's an interesting word. What do you mean by right people? Are the wrong people? Yeah, I don't know whether right or wrong. We'll see it at the end of the webinar. But it's the right people. We need to understand what is this right people. If we can select the right people, you can build a perfect team. And of course, transcend the boundaries of becoming an outstanding team as well. Great. So let's look at what is this selecting the right people. All right. If you look at this, that is where awareness of Belbin team roles can provide pointers to help selecting the right team. Knowledge, understanding, a deep insight into Belbin team roles can provide pointers, directions, some kind of insights. Hey, are these the right people? How do we build the right people combination to select a right team? So let's look at Part 1 about Belbin team role. All our Belbin Knowledge Series webinars are very interesting way, a beautiful foundation of Belbin team roles, which I'll cover for the first maybe about 10-15 minutes maximum, and give you an insight. Some of you probably are aware of it. It will reinforce your learning or give you some insights into slightly new learning as well. And then we will say, hey, wait a minute, how do I apply this to selecting the right team? So part 1 is a foundation Belbin team role. The path-breaking discovery of Dr. Meredith Belbin, with whom we have been working, and I've been working for the last 15 years, had his 90th birthday about just a year and a half ago. A great guy. I believe that in the last 40, 50 years' time, if you look at one of the path-breaking discoveries in the area of human behavior, I would believe that it's made his great contribution of team roles. What is this team role? If you look at team role, all of us have got 2 roles that we play in our lives. Functional role. Hey, what is this functional role? The job that we do. Could be HR manager, could be a compensation manager, could be a business HR, could be a sales manager. Our functional role keeps changing, keeps improving, keeps developing, because that is part of development, part of a career progression, part of growth, part of our evolving as part of a job in organizations. That's functional role. There's another role, which is the discovery of Meredith Belbin, and that is a team role. What is this team role all about? We all have our natural preferences in life. We all have certain preferences in life. Let me do a little quick text box questions to you. As many of you can tell me, what's your most favorite color? The color that you love. What's your most favorite color? Just text in quickly. It don't take a long time as well. What's your most favorite color? Oh, red, blue. Okay. All right. Some more, please. Okay. I hope it's not all red and blue. Blue, black. Oh, I love it. We know there's even more specific. Sky blue. Not just any blue, but sky blue. Okay. Anyone else? Any of the favorite colors? Yeah. Okay. Green. Malti talks about green. Okay. That's all. Now, I'm going to ask you just an exact opposite. What's your least favorite color? The color you don't like. You don't like this color. I just don't like this color at all. I can't. Oh, Madhusun talks about black. Adi talks about black. Malti talks about brown. You don't like brown. Oh, yes, we know talks about red, which is a favorite color of someone else. Madhusudan doesn't like red. We know doesn't like red. And of course, all of you guys have some colors between these 2 extremes, which is okay for you to have it. You don't mind it. It's quite nice to have it. But you may not have it as a favorite color. You may not, a while that somebody's got it, doesn't like it. And somebody may not say, oh, I don't like this color. So when you walk into a shop or you look at your own wardrobe, you will see over a period of time, if you build some nice dresses, shirts and trousers, whatever, you'll find that your natural preference colors dominate, or your eyes are dominating on that all the time. This is a simple thing about colors. I can spend a lot more time to talk about the breakfast we like. Okay, let me just try that one more. Tell me your favorite dish for breakfast. You love it for breakfast. Quickly, just about 3-4 examples. Yeah. breakfast. I hope you guys all eat breakfast. That's not bad. Oh, Srinath, you like idli. Manath, you like the puris, the beautiful soaked oil puris. Oh, fantastic. Omelets, dosas, oats porridge. Sunanda loves oats porridge. That's fantastic. Now tell me the breakfast dish you hate. You just don't like. Madhusudhan loves fruits. Fantastic. That's a healthy man. Looks like. Give me the dish you don't like. Oh, I hate it. I can't have it for breakfast unless I'm going to starve for a couple of days. I don't mind still having it. Okay. Yeah. Anyone else? Come on. Cornflakes. Molly does like cornflakes. Adi does like burger. Okay. Any other breakfast you hate it? Anyone else? Just one or two more. Let's hear that. Cheese. Okay. Understood. No cheese in the morning. Okay. Right. Okay. Lovely. Okay. Too oily. Anything too oily. I like puri. Malti loves puri. We don't say no puri. Absolutely. So think about it. In simple things like breakfast, we have extreme. I love it. I hate it. And if you love idlis, when you walk into a buffet, your eyes are searching for that lovely steamy hot idlis. And if idlis are there, wow, this guy knows how to make breakfast and serve a good buffet breakfast. So we all have favorite preferences in simple things like breakfast, colors. What about human behavior? We all behave in a particular way. We have some preferences of type of behavior. That is a path-breaking, amazing discovery of Belbin, a team role. What is a team role? A tendency to behave, contribute, and interrelate with others in a particular way. Look at the word tendency, a natural inclination, a natural preference to behave, contribute, interrelate, engage with others. You can see this lovely verse. Let me give you a little story. Let's say years ago, when I was a much younger man, out of college, first job or whatever, on a Saturday evening, I walk into one of my friend's place, probably in a motorbike, a scooter, whatever, and says, hey, let's go for a movie, man. And the guy says, okay, let's go for a movie. Let's have a nice time in the evening. As we jump into the bike, and I'm riding the bike, and suddenly I have a doubt. Will we get tickets for the movie? And the guy says, doesn't matter. We'll try another movie. If that's not there, we'll forget about it. We will have some meal or have a glass of beer and come back. Don't worry. It's fun. I go to another friend, 7 o'clock on a Saturday evening. Hey, shall we go for a movie? Wait a minute. What's the day today? Saturday. What's the time now? 7 o'clock. You want to go for a movie on Saturday at 7 o'clock, all of a sudden, and you never thought about it before, and you expect theaters to be available, open, with 2 seats specially booked for you and me. Forget it, man. If you want to go for a movie on a Saturday, you should have thought about it 2 days ago. Book the tickets. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Next week, if I got to go for a movie, who do you think I'm going to call and ask? The first guy or the second guy? Come on, guys. Give me your answers. First guy or the second guy? Who am I going to ask? Yep. Some answers are going to come. Not a big choice of decisions in life. Who is my favorite guy? First guy or the second guy when I go and ask for a movie in the next week after, whatever? Will I do that? No answer still. First guy. My God, the majority is first guy. First one. Naturally so. Look at the second guy. He's asking hundreds of questions just to go for a movie. He's converting into a strategic plan. My God, with data, big data maybe, I don't know. Forget it. But think about it. Both are behaving differently, but both in their own mind are contributing. The first guy is contributing to, hey, Ravi wants to have fun. Let's have some fun. The second guy, in his mind, contributes. This guy is unplanned. He wants to go for a movie. We will end up going for a stupid movie, wasting money, pick up a headache. I'm going to let this guy spend a couple of hundreds of bucks to get a headache after watching a lousy movie. He's also contributing in his mind. But who do you think I think is contributing? The first guy. The second guy is a hump on the road. He's negative. but both are contributing. So team role is a tendency to behave, contribute, interrelate with others in a particular way. And Meredith's path-breaking discovery helped him to discover 9 team roles. You can see all those lovely team roles. The symbols are over there, starting with the whip on the left side as you watch. You start with the bulb, and then as you go along on the right side, you've got a lovely little eye in the center. Okay, what are these 9 team roles? The 9 team roles can be beautifully bucketed under 3 lovely separate zones or buckets. The first one is task or action related team role. All these team roles, the key focus is action, task. One is a shaper, the guy with a whip in the hand. Strong guy. What does he do? Challenging, dynamic, girl-oriented, has drive and courage, positive. You can see the smiley. But what do you think of the weakness? He is prone to provocation and can be blunt and upset people. He's so goal-oriented, something he can quickly hurt people. A strong shaper as a boss. You go to him and you tell him that, boss, today I've got a stomach ache. Forget it. As long as there are stomachs, some days they will ache. And you probably tell one of these colleagues, look at the kind of guys I have. They come and tell me they've got stomach aches. It's ridiculous. You have the guys who is a process-oriented, like the beautiful gears which move a constant motion, systematically implementer. Disciplined, organized, efficient, turns ideas into action. A process-oriented guy, checklist man, task is important. She's always well organized. She completes a job in time. She's happy to complete everything in time. Could be a weakness. Somewhat inflexible, slow to respond to new ideas and approaches. Can't change direction easily. Oh, we're decided, let's not change direction. Task-oriented, implementer, goal-oriented, shaper, and you can see the lovely guy, the symbol is the spanner. When you want to tighten a bolt, it has got to be perfect. If you make it too tight, the wheel won't move. If you make it a little loose, the wheel comes off. It's got to be the right amount of grip. The perfectionist, accurate, conscientious, meticulous, perfectionist, but inclined to worry unduly, reluctant to delegate. Oh, I can still be more perfect. I don't know whether these guys are as perfect as we used to be or I used to be. 3 task-oriented team roles: shaper, implementer, computer finisher. Task is one aspect. The second bucket is people-oriented, team-oriented, social-related team role. Not that these people don't want to do a task. For them, the path towards the task is through people. And the first one is the beautiful guy with a phone. I probably should change the symbol to Facebook or possibly mobile phone or Instagram possibly. Resource investigator. Investigator looks outside. Enthusiastic, communicating, explores opportunities, develops contacts. His phone book is always full. Early morning, 5:30 cannot have oxygen, is okay, but Facebook open must. The likes and dislikes are must. Dislikes, no, of course. Over optimistic, easily bored, can lose interest, can move from flavor to flavor very quickly. Not a deep researcher, but has the ability to really establish contact with anyone very easily, can walk into a new area, new place, have a chat with people without even knowing them before. Inside the organization, gets the best from people, the coordinator, calm, confident, clarifies goals, promotes joint decision making. He encourages people to participate, get the best contribution from people, motivates people to contribute, puts all those ideas together and steers them towards a task in a particular direction. Can be seen as manipulating sometimes. Not in a negative, willful manipulation, but a gentle manipulation of taking you in the direction she or he wants to. Sometimes you wonder, hey, wait a minute, what is a coordinator doing? Everybody's doing some work. You know, when you watch a symphony orchestra of Western classical music, you look at the conductor, somebody who doesn't know much about this music must be thinking, hey, what's he doing? He's not playing an instrument, he's not singing, he's not doing anything, he's just waving his hands up and down to the lovely baton. But without him, the music won't happen. That's a coordinator. And the third person is oil in an engine. You recognize the value of an oil only when oil is absent in engine, when the engine becomes hot and it seizes. The person looking for cooperation, care, diplomacy, sensitivity, and avoid friction. Harmony is an integral part of a team worker. Challenge can be indecisive when faced with tough decisions because any decision can affect people. The team worker. Resource investigator, coordinator, and team worker. Three different types of people under team of social. So you've got two buckets, task team, and the third one is another T, the thinking, the mind, the brain that works. Plant, creative guy, imaginative, original, offers alternative approaches. But sometimes preoccupied by thoughts, thinking within, talking to himself, not communicating outside, but the person with a tremendous amount of creativity, out of the box thinking, the right brain works very beautifully. The left brain, the monitor evaluator. The monitor evaluator is analytical, logical, the third eye, discerning, makes decisions based on facts, loves an Excel. Your plant loves a paintbrush. Your monitor evaluator loves an Excel. But can be slow moving a little bit, lacks drive and may appear uninspiring. It's like a hump, a spray baker on the road, cautious, doesn't want to take risks easily, can see the dark side a little more easily rather than the bright side, can look at both pros and cons, wants to be a little more careful. The monitor evaluator. The last one is a blotting paper, the specialist, the screw gauge, absorbs knowledge, single-minded, motivated by the pursuit of knowledge, contributes on a narrow front, dwells on technicality. Knowledge for knowledge's sake itself is amazing for a specialist. Knowledge for the joy of knowledge itself is valuable, can bring in the best pieces of knowledge from somewhere, proven best practices, and share it with the team for the benefit of the team. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've got 9 team roles. You've got the shaper, you've got implementer, you've got the complete finisher, which is task-oriented. You've got resource investigator, coordinator, and team worker, the team and people-oriented, and you have the thinking-oriented team role, the plant, the monitor evaluator, and the specialist. The beautiful part of that is, all of us have got all the 9 team roles within each one of us. That's the amazing discovery. All of us have got all the 9 team roles. It is not that I don't have one and somebody's got another one. However, some of my favorite team roles, my preferred team roles, like your favorite color, like your favorite breakfast, like the idli someone loves, like the fruit someone loves, like the puri someone loves. And some are our least preferred team roles, like the black some don't like the brown some don't like the oily stuff in the morning some don't like the cheese some don't like in the morning. All of us have got all the 9 team roles, preferred team roles, manageable team roles, and least preferred team roles. And therefore, 3 categories: preferred, manageable, and least preferred team roles. All these team roles are based on behavior. Belbin measures behavior. What is behavior? The simplest definition of behavior is what you say and what you do. And somebody told this a couple of centuries ago, more than a couple of centuries ago. We are what we repeatedly do. We are what we repeatedly do. Our natural behavior is seen repetitively. Our one-off behavior, which is contrary to our normal behavior, is also seen by people who know. Belbin measures behavior. So Belbin is based on self-perception and observer assessments, because observers know our behavior. They're getting angry. Ask a guy, hey, do you get angry? No, I never get angry. How can you say I get angry? I don't get angry. Actually, he's getting angry. Because the guy who gets angry, will others recognize, my God, he's getting angry. The lovely word is losing temper. You only lose temper because you know you lost it. If you knew you're going to lose it, you're going to lose it. So that's the beauty of behavior, the powerful Belbin team role. Another powerful insight about Belbin team roles you can see, and just going back to the slides. Very interesting. Let's just look at the first slide. This is an amazing discovery for all of us. And if you recognize this, our ability to work together can be outstanding. Look at the shaper. Challenging, dynamic, goal-oriented has drive and courage. But the weakness is prone to provocation, can be blunt and upset people. I'll just take an example. The biggest discovery is our extreme strength can become a weakness. When I learned Belbin 20 years ago, the greatest lesson I had was, many times we think what I have as a strength, if someone else doesn't have, it is his or her weakness. No. Extreme strength is a weakness. I'm so dynamic, I'm so goal-oriented, I'm so much drive, so much energy, so much courage, I am provocative. I can be blunt and upset people. I'm so disciplined, so organized, so efficient, so process-oriented, I can't change. I'm inflexible for anything new. I'm so accurate, so conscientious, so meticulous, so perfectionist. Therefore, I'm worried about achieving that perfection in time. And I can't delegate because others also cannot do aspects as well as I can do. I'm constantly looking at a little better, a little better. I can't really delegate because I don't think they will do as well. Extreme strength is a weakness. That means it is good for someone else to have some other strengths. He doesn't have to have the same strengths as I have. And if he doesn't have my strengths, it is not a weakness. This beautiful foundation builds a powerful concept of Belbin team roles in a myriad applications, and we are what we repeatedly do. That's Belbin team roles, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, wait a minute. How do I apply Belbin team roles for selecting the perfect team? Selection as a key indicator of the team to build its performance very effectively. Here are some lovely insights. Okay. Belbin for selecting the right team. Teams many times are selected, I'm really putting a little inverted comma, the quote unquote, selected on the basis of. Can you quickly text me and tell me what basis teams are generally selected? I'm sure there are some lovely exceptions. What can be a normal basis on which we select teams? You're going to learn some very powerful concepts now. All right, guys. Past performance, requirement, competence, that's Maltese word. Srinatha says requirement, task, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, anyone else? Just one more. I want to hear that. Yeah, objective, yes, the goal, yes, absolutely, yes, yes. Okay, good, 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 lovely. I'm going to say three things, and that could be interesting. One, teams are selected on the basis of also how well he relates with the project leader. Absolutely true, Anuj. You are right. Oh, Martha, you just picked it out of my thinking. That's beautiful. Availability is lovely. Functional eligibility. Eligible. Look at the function. We put someone from design. We put someone from marketing. We put someone from sales. Put someone from casting. Possible. Functional eligibility. Second, hierarchical needs. Hierarchical needs. You need some kind of hierarchy. And the third one is scope of work. Absolutely true. Scope of work. Therefore, eligibility can lead to the right scope of work being utilized very effectively. Yes, you are right, Madhusudan. And one more is that, hey, find out who is available now. Therefore, availability. Oh, he is already in the other team, is it? Oh, he's already doing this, is it? Okay, put somebody who is not anywhere. Availability. Functional eligibility, hierarchical needs, availability. Your competence beautifully comes under function eligibility. I'm going to introduce to you a new word which can change the way you think, change the way you work, and change the way you live as well. Eligibility alone, or I'm going to ask a little question. Eligibility, and can you think of one more word? I want to give the word for you to fill in the blanks. Can you fill in the blanks? And it's a beautiful word. Come on, somebody try it out now. The fastest finger first. Come on, very easy for a bright team like you. Yeah. I think the blanks exactly match the letters unless I've done wrongly in my PowerPoint. Yeah, anybody? Quick, even KBC can't wait so long. Oh, sociability. Okay, a good try, Sushil. Good try, Vikram. Yeah, one more try. It is not sociability, okay? Sorry to disappoint you. But a lovely word. Very simple word, incredibly powerful. And sensitivity, yeah, sensitivity, yeah. What you can't really. Sustainability, yeah, nice word, yeah. Good tries, good tries, good tries. Anybody else? Anybody else? Very easy word, very easy word. One last try. Otherwise, I'm going to just click my button. Scalability, no. To start with, this no scale right now. Beautiful word, beautiful word. Solidarity, wow. Solidarity, this is really becoming patriotic now. Okay, so let me get the words. Very philosophical team. I love it. Look at this word I've given. Suitability. Can you quickly tell me, text me your messages, what do you think, what does suitability mean? What do you mean by suitability? What do you mean by suitability? Whatever you think of. Oh my God, yes. Has potential. Oh my God. Fitment. Oh, Venkatraman, fitment. Perfect, brilliant, absolutely. Capability, yeah, partially, yes, in a different way, yes. Capability, competency, okay, good. Something more. One more. What is suitability? What is suitability? One more choice. Attitude. I just want you to replace the word attitude, one letter with another letter, and that can mean a lot more. Just one letter change it. It's amazing. Oh, yes, you got it. Aptitude matches adaptability. Wow, you guys are really brilliant. Absolutely. So it is attributes, ability to perform. Oh, yes, absolutely. I think that's such fantastic answer. So suitability. Simple word is suitability. Suitability versus eligibility. Look at the little picture itself. It's a beautiful picture. Every picture in our presentation is very thoughtfully done. If you look at jigsaws, no jigsaw is perfect. Yes, we know, you are right. No jigsaw is perfect. If we give a jigsaw puzzle with 1 square centimeter as a piece and put all the jigsaws together, I'll be called a stupid guy. And it's not even called a jigsaw, really speaking. A jigsaw has a strength, a jigsaw has a weakness. You can see the gaps in each one of those jigsaw pieces. You need gaps, and you're filling the gaps with something else, and all the shapes are not exactly the same. Suitability is. Let's look at eligibility and suitability in a very simple way. Belbin described beautifully. Eligibility is skills, qualifications, and experience. If you want to have a project, you need people with skills. You want people with, you have to design a new product, you need people with designing experience or people with a design qualification. Skills, qualifications, experience. Important. No doubt about it. Eligibility, skills, qualifications, experience. Suitability, as you beautifully said, is behavioral tendencies, temperament, and aptitude. Behavioral tendencies, temperament, and aptitude. Eligibility refers to past achievements. Suitability refers to future potential performance. Eligibility looks at what happened. Suitability looks at what can happen. Therefore, both make a huge impact in the way the teams are selection. So, team selection is all about balance. Team selection is all about balance. We have to make the team suitable with people and working well, filling in the gaps of others, complementing each other. Then the team can be an outstanding team as well. Any job can be looked at in 2 dimensions. The complexity of the job and the risk of the job. If you want to send a manned mission to Moon, Mars, I think it's a very complex job and high-risk job because image risk, money risk, people risk, reputation risk, complexity, many factors are coming to picture. If the complexity is very low, risk is very low, you don't require great talent, you require a suitable individual. Suitable, that's all. Aptitude, preferences, that's all. If the risk is high and the complexity is very low, you still require a suitable individual, but a different kind of suitability. But if it slightly moves a little bit more, If you have a slightly higher complexity, little higher risk, you need a talented individual, the eligibility, the capability, the skills, qualification, experience come into picture. If you still need a little bit more complex, a little bit hard, it is still not a team, but you require some collaborative group to work. It's still a group, but have to collaborate well. If you want to do a job which is a little more complex, reasonably complex, quite complex, and quite risky, you require a balanced team. Balanced team. Hey, what is this balanced team? I talked to you about 9 team roles. Can you text in your messages, send your ideas on, hey, what do I mean by balanced team? Could you quickly say, what does this word balanced team mean? Let's hear from you guys. What's balanced team? Right mix, Venkat. Absolutely fine, Venkat. Great. Right mix. Beautiful. What else? What else? People with different strengths. Absolutely. Perfect multi. Very true. Task, team, and thinkers. Yes, you need all of them. Very true. A team having complementary skill. Anuj. Beautiful. A mix of all team role from the whole is iPhone owner. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Brilliant. So, and if you want, still, a mix of all the team roles, if you want still a larger complex job, a larger risk, you require concurrent balanced team. When you say concurrent balanced team, the same person can be a member of 2 different teams and can play 2 of his strengths, one in one team and the other with another team as well. So it is about balance. As jobs become more complex, more risk, build a balance for more strongly. I want to introduce a very nice picture to you. I just want you to see that. Opposites create the balance. Concurrent balancing. When you say concurrent balance teams, Venkat, you are having a large project. Multiple teams are working on the project, but they're not working independently. If you see the picture itself, you can see the circles of each of the team or a little bit overlapping on the other. That means one person can be a member of one team, can also be a member of another team. In one team, he may be playing the role of a shaper. If shaper is his natural team role, and he may be playing the role of a plant in another team if plant is his second preferred team role. That means you can play your strengths based on the presence or absence of those strengths in the other team members in the troop. That is what it means as a concurrent balanced team. I can spend more time about it. If you can write to me, no problem. Most welcome. Okay, this is very interesting. Look at opposites create the balance. It's always opposites will create the balance. And we don't like opposites. We want people to be like us all the time. Look at this beautifully. Interesting example. A resource investigator, outgoing, enthusiastic. Another resource investigator, outgoing, enthusiastic. I always crack this joke when I run my seminars. 2 resource investigators meet, they can talk to each other for hours together without making much sense and still enjoying it. To our eyes, we are more comfortable with people with whom we are compatible. The comfort zone, we use the word, hey, he loves the Bollywood songs, man. I love it, fantastic. We are comfortable with people with whom we are compatible. Let's look at the second picture. You have somebody who is, let's say, a strong shaper, goal-oriented shaper, wants to really push things forward. On the other hand, you have a very cautious, logical, analytical, slow, uninspiring monitor evaluator who looks at the dark side. Shaper wants to scale the Mount Everest. The Mount evaluator says, I think a blizzard is likely to be there. I think it's going to get a little cold. I believe this side is very slippery. We should look at the little boat. No, I know how to climb to the top. Let's move. The shaper. The Mount evaluator says, hold on. I think we should wait for a little while till it clears a little bit and then start. So, if you look at this, look at the 2 guys. The big bald guy, the shaper, the small guy, Mount evaluator can't even say anything really. What do you think will be the fill in the blanks here? We are more What would you do? Fill in please, quickly. Yeah, first is comfortable, of course. Very easy, this one. Okay, I'll do that very quickly. We are uncomfortable. We don't like them. But uncomfortable. Thank you, Anush. Uncomfortable. Fantastic. But I'm going to change it a little bit now. We are more dashed with people with whom we are incompatible when we understand and complement each other. Now fill in the blanks, please. Balanced, one more fill the blanks. Successful, absolutely great, Malti. One more. Venkat, balanced, fantastic. Give me some more words, one or two more. I want to hear some more words from you guys. Come on, quick, some more words. Tolerant, a little more than tolerant. Give a clue. We give a clue. Okay, give a clue. I think everybody says manager should be dash dash. Team should be dash dash. That's the fill in the blanks. Yeah. Efficient. All right, I'll take the word. Slightly more different. Friendly. A little more friendly, because we can be friendly but not achieve many things also. Is important. Therefore, we are more. Look at the navigator, who is a monitor evaluator, the driver, who is a shaper in a rally. We are more effective. Understanding. A little more than all these things. Tolerant, understanding, efficient leads to effectiveness. Opposites can create effective if we complement each other, understand each other. So, this gives an insight to selecting the right team. So, what makes an effective team? Representation of the required team roles, relationship that exploits strengths and contain weaknesses. Members understand their own and others' strengths and weaknesses. Purpose is to complement each other. That's what makes an effective team. Therefore, the best picks for selecting teams would be select core of 2 or 3 people with critical eligibility factors. Because every team requires a few people who have competence, capability, subject knowledge, ability to do qualifications, experience, skills. Select them first. And words is critical eligibility. All eligibility is not critical. And get the team roles. What are they? A plan, a shaper, monitor evaluator. What are the natural preferences? What's the sequence of team roles? And then select additional, now look at the lovely word, suitable people to make up the team. You have critical eligible people, none of them is a plan. Get a plan who is suitable and make up a balanced team. But don't leave it at that. Ensure each person understands his or her own team roles and the team roles of other team members to work together very effectively. And as projects progress, different teams are required. If you want to identify needs, goals, you require a shaper and a coordinator. If you want great ideas to come, can you tell me who do you require? If you want great ideas to come? If you remember the 9 team role, don't worry about making mistakes. Just go ahead. Any one clue? Plan. Absolutely get a plan. And one more guy who brings ideas from outside is a resource investigator. Plant his ideas from within. Absolutely, Anuj. All right. Want to make some systematic plan? You need a monitor evaluator who will do a strategic plan and a specialist. A specialist is less about ideas, Sunanda. He's more about knowledge. He brings knowledge from outside, not necessarily just ideas. You want to have good contacts? Give me some guys who can do good contacts. Contacts. I want contacts. I want to know what others are doing. All right, absolutely, Malti. And one more contact inside to build a cohesion is a team worker. And you want to do organization, things very well. You look at an implementer and a coordinator. And if you want to have a systematic, detailed, eye for detail, follow through, you require a complete finisher implementer. So you need all the team roles. Based on the project's progress, the need for different team roles are different. Think about all these things before selecting a right team. Therefore, selecting a team calls for being clear on the team's purpose. Some of you said it very early in this webinar. Beautiful. Number two, recognizing the difference between eligibility and suitability. They are not the same. And we constantly look at eligibility. We don't spend enough time on suitability. Far less time. Vital. Understanding the need for balance. Life is about balance. I don't want to get philosophical, but it's balance. And balance of team role. So three things which are very clear. Purpose, eligibility, suitability, and understanding the need for balance. So, 5 guidelines for effective team selection based on Belbin team roles. 1, people are different. Recognize that every team needs diversity. Look at diversity, look at suitability, put a balanced team. 2, focus on creating the right balance. A wrong balance destroys a team. I've seen teams not even starting properly because they don't have the right balance. Imbalance in the body creates issues. Imbalance in environment creates issues. Imbalance in teams creates issues. We don't perform that. 3, effectiveness comes from seemingly incompatible people. The key word is seemingly, provided they understand and complement each other. Seek to unite people through complementarity. It's a constant journey to recognize that effectiveness comes from understanding, complementing, and the power of diversity. Number 4, focus on suitability and not just eligibility. It's harder, takes more time, but your success is more guaranteed. Last one, build a team charter at the very beginning. Help them to understand their team roles. Help them to play their roles to the maximum strength. Help them to contain their weaknesses. Make them together as a team by understanding their team roles in a very, very effective way. Very quickly summarizing 5 things. People are different, diversity. Number 2, the right balance. Number 3, incompatibility is seeming. If you understand complement, that is the opposite, which is effectiveness. Number 4, suitability, just not eligibility. The last one, build a team charter at the very beginning in the way the team should work together by knowing the team roles, knowing complementarity, and knowing what roles we should play at what context very effectively. If we do that, we can select and make a great team. Selecting the right people is a key to building a perfect team. The right people. Now we all know what is this right people. Thank you very much, guys. That ends the webinar. If you've got any questions, you can shoot now a little bit, or you can send a separate mail to me as well. And you need any more information, we'll be happy to help you. The singular purpose is learn, use, develop, grow, strengthen, and make it more effective. Thank you very much.